corrupting his precious suffering. Presence marked the HWY family as being one of quite prosperous commoners before their journey into exile. Even a century ago, only samurai tribes owned that. In the zashiki, the friar was invited to sit with his family. This took a tough seat. It would, after all, be gauche to force the guest of honor to view the contents of that alcove. The pictures scrolled from home, and a bouquet of native flowers. Franciscus started to murmur some obligatory words of gratitude for the honor bestowed upon him, when the words caught in his throat. An unmistakable butsudan, a Buddhist altar, sat on a cabinet on one side of the room. The doors were closed, but Franciscus knew what would be inside. No doubt it was necessary to have a butsudan back in Nippon during the decades of persecution. The authorities might at any time search a home for signs of Christian worship, and failing to find such, still find it suspicious if there were no signs of proper obeisance to the Buddhas and Kamis. But why would it be brought here where Christianity was legal? He sniffed the air. Oh, yes, there was a taint of incense. Incense sticks had been burned here, probably this very day. Probably in front of an ihai, the spirit tablet now safely stored in the butsudan. Is something wrong, Brother Franciscus? Asked Avila. Franciscus wanted to rail at him and his wife, but this was not the time. Not when he was a guest at their home. But it horrified him to find a butsudan in the home of Mizukata, an elected baptizer for a Christian community. His gaze rose to scrutinize the ceiling, especially above the doors to adjoining rooms. Well, at least they hadn't compounded their heresies by putting the Kamidama, a Shinto shrine, between the crossbeams. He breathed in and out slowly. No, said Franciscus. Nothing is wrong. Carmel. The first arrow lodged in the straw canopy that shaded the fishing boat. Did you hear something? Akichi said sharply to his companion, Sokozo.